In part 5, we're given 4 to the power of 6 divided by 4. Now, this one's a little bit trickier. In this case, we have no exponent on our denominator, so there's no exponent here. Well, that means you're multiplying it by itself one time. So this is the same as writing 4 to the power of 1. So if you don't have an exponent, it is the same as to the power of 1. So this becomes 4 to the power of 6 minus 1, 4 to the power of 5. Part 6, we have 1 over e to the power of 3. Am I going too fast for anyone? No? Okay, please have your rules open at all times because you are simply using your rules. Now, in this case, I have a fraction. So I am using rule 1, 2, 3, 5. This is the same as saying e to the power of minus 3, or 1 times e to the power of minus 3. So you're just taking that bottom and writing it on the top. And when you do that, you change your exponent to a negative value. So your numerator stays where it is. That stays where it is. E to the power of minus 3. Okay, keep going here. Now, part 7, your base is a negative number, and that's all right because the base in both of them is negative. You just keep that as a negative base. That's absolutely fine. So here we're dividing out 2 terms with the same base. So this is minus 5 to the power of 10 minus 3, which gives you minus 5 all to the power of 7. So when you're dividing, you are taking those exponents from each other. Part 8, 10 to the power of 4, all to the power of 9. So in this case, you are going to rule 3. So you are, if you're powering a power, you times them together. This becomes 10 to the power of 36. And then the same thing. Here we have e to the power of 2, all to the power of 2. That becomes e to the power of 4. You are timesing your exponents when you're powering a power. And the same for the very last one. E to the power of 5, all to the power of 5. That's e to the power of 5 times 5, which gives you 25. Okay, and that's question 10. We're going to look at question 12 now. Any questions on question 10? Any issues with question 10? Am I going too fast for anyone? Can I take it off the board? Okay. All right, question 12. So in question 12, again, you're just writing it in the simplest form. So I'm just going to, question 12, part 1. So all of these are using the same rules, 2 to the power of minus 3. So we have a negative exponent. You're writing these as fractions. Okay, so that's 1 over 2 to the power of 3. You are using rule 5. A to the power of minus p is equal to 1 over a to the power of p. Part 2, same thing again. 7 to the negative 2 gives you 1 over 7 squared. 4 to the negative 2, 1 over 4 squared. Three to the negative 4, 1 over 3 to the power of 4. Okay, so the only thing you're doing here, you are putting your exponent on the denominator, and you're putting your base in the denominator and changing your exponent, changing the sign in your exponent value. So let's look at the harder ones. Part 5. 4 times 3 to the negative 4. So in this case, keep the 4 where it is. So the 4 becomes the numerator. And then your base and your exponent go to the denominator, and you change your exponent to a positive value. So you change the sign. So 4 times 3 to the negative 4 is the same as 4 over 3 to the power of 4. 2 times 4 to the negative 2. This is the same as saying, let's just do it out in 2 steps. That's the same as saying 2 times, change your exponent. Okay, so I'm just using my rule there. 4 to the negative 2 becomes 1 over 4 squared. And we can simplify that. 2 times this value, multiplying your 2, we get 2 over 4 squared. See, so that value, that constant just stays on the top. That's why. Okay, let's keep going. Part 7. Same thing again. 2 times 8 to the negative 2. 2 over 8 squared. Okay, so you're just multiplying all that value by that constant 2. You're not moving that at all. Okay, let's keep going with these. I'm going to skip part 8. Do it really quickly. So 5 times 10 to the negative 3. 5 over 10 cubed. Change your exponent from a negative value to a positive value if you are putting it on the denominator of your fraction. Okay. You need to scroll down. Are we all okay with this? Any questions? We have 3 minutes, so I just want to finish off these for you. Okay, the next ones have fractions. So part 9 gives you 100 to the power of minus a half. Okay, so we can simplify this in 2 ways. This is 1 over 100 to the power of a half. You can go even further here. This is 1 over root 100, because rule 6 states that a to the power of 1 over q is equal to q root a, which simplifies to 1 over 10. Part 10, 36 to the power of minus a half. First, change your negative exponent into a positive exponent. Then, convert it into a surd. And then, root of 36 gives you 6. Let's try another one. 81 to the power of minus 3 over 4. This becomes 1 over 81 to the power of 3 over 4. So first convert it into a positive exponent. Then change it into a surd. 4 root 81 to the power of 3. Using rule 7. A to the power of p over q equals q root a all to the power of p. Okay, so that is question 12 done for you as well. So you have question 16. and question 17. They shouldn't take you more than 15 minutes. Go ahead and try them. Leave any ones blank that you're not sure of. But we have gone over the hardest ones, and question 16 is really the exact same as what we're doing here. So go ahead and try them yourselves now, guys. Thank you so much. If you want to stay on and ask me any questions, please feel free to. Otherwise, you are free to go. Thank you. And I'll put the recording of this up for you guys.